much riding then, and then I came home I think it was one Halloween, and my father said, "You're riding in the bumper tomorrow in Fairyhouse." I hadn't been playing much rugby or anything in school, and I was quite unfit, and I gave the outside to no one the first day. And that seemed to be a feature of my riding for the rest of my career. But
you're doing yourself down. You became champion. How many times were you champion?
Somewhere between the 4 and 6, but there was 1 or 2 in between things, but anyhow, probably 4 officially.
I used to enjoy riding point to points. I rode 30 or 40 bumper winners maybe, but I was more into the point to points. I loved the hustle and bustle of the point to points, you know. Great bunch of lads at the time when I was riding, you know. Rode a good few winners from Martin Pipe and went over to him and like that, but you know, I suppose it gets to a stage of your career, you know, you're not going to be good enough to go to the next stage. You know, I had to start thinking about something else.
Was it always in your mind that you would become a trainer?
No. I mean, I thought of lots of other things. Would I become a stud manager? Would I become a racecourse manager? Like, when you're a kid, all you want to be is sort of, at the time, Stan Meller or Tommy Carberry or someone like that. You wanted to be the top jockey. And, you know, like every kid wants to be the top footballer. And that was probably foremost in our mind. And then when you come to an age where you have to start earning a living, you think about, right, what have I got to do now? And then training. Training came easy enough, I think.
After I was riding for a few years, I knew I was too heavy probably and wasn't good enough to be professional. And like, if you're not in the top 4 or 5, you know, it's hard to make a living. So I thought to go the other road was the best thing to do. I didn't think it was going to end up like this. I thought I might be training a few point-to-pointer, doing a bit of breaking, and thankfully.
How did you start in training?
I started actually just breaking a few horses and pre-training and selling a few point-to-pointers, and then 1 horse led to 2, and then 2 led to 3, and 4 maybe led to Silver Birch. And as I say, the rest is history, you know.
They're so different. They're both so wonderful.
Yeah, but they both had the same idea. They had no aspirations, and they believed in themselves, but they weren't like bulling with confidence. They're not cocky fellas. They take success along the way. They know the game from the very bottom. The way they spoke about themselves as riders. There were 2 very good riders now. I mean, they were taught big men to be professionals, but there were 2 fine riders, 2 good, clever fellas as well, and they were always a good brain and trained away. They started small and built up from there, and look what they are now. They're 2 geniuses. There's 20 years between them or more, but they're 2 great fellas. I know both of them well. I admire both of them, and I like both of them, and I wish they had a dead heat.
Yeah, I know. Ruby, you're so closely associated with one of them, as in Willie. I mean, you've been with them for some time. Things have grown, haven't they?
Yeah, I started there when I was 17, so they're 21 or 2 years now. Yeah, it has. There was probably 60 horses there when I started there, and I think there was only 1 chaser, and to grow to where it's grown to now. But I got sat beside Gordon Elliott. We were both amateurs at the same time. You know, I shared lifts with him and sat beside him in the wearing. So to see where he's gotten to in such a short space of time is incredible, and to watch Willie's business build and the effort that Jackie and Patrick put in, it's not just one person either. And you know, Gordon has a lot of good people around him, and lads he rode with, Shane McCann, Simon McGonigal, you know, all the lads that rode in that area, and then they're all working with him, and they're a huge part of his team as well.
2 great guys, and we've got lots more through our week. Now, Andy's got 2 of the jockeys riding in our big race with him.
Ahead of today's Coral Gold Cup, I'm joined by 2 riders of leading fancies. Firstly, Robbie Power, you're teaming up in the Potts colours once again?
Yeah, Size and Granite. He ran a good race in the Medding Chase in Aintree. He was 3rd behind Min and Politolog. He was a good winner here last year of a handicap chase, but this is his first try over 3 miles. Be fairly hopeful that he'll get the trip, you know, and look, it's a big step up in class, but Colin's never afraid of a challenge.
And saying that he's stepping up in trip, does he give you a feel over shorter distances that he should stay this extra trip?
Yeah, he does. I mean, he won over 2.5 here last year. He stayed every hit with no problem at all, and we'll be dropping in, taking our time and riding to be placed, you know, and if something better comes along than that, even good.
The horses are in great form. They're running well at all the festivals this year.
Yeah, no, Colin's a remarkable trainer, the way he can keep horses fit the whole season and keep them well as well, you know. So, been 2 horses were running great race here yesterday, and hopefully this I can run well again today.
Very good. And Sean, you're on the favourite Road to Respect to give you a great spin in the Gold Cup at Cheltenham.
Yeah, I've probably grown a little bit dead for him in Cheltenham. It's a good bit better here than what it was over there. And he's a Grade 1 winner here last year, and he won here at the start of the season as well, and he's in super form. You know, he hasn't had a hard season really.
There'll be a bit of juice, you mean that'll be better for him?
Yeah, like look, ideally the better the ground, the better he is, but the ground here is better than what it was in Cheltenham, and it's probably similar to what it would have been in Leopardstown at Christmas, you know. So yeah, I'm happy enough. Ground is not really a concern at the moment anyway, yeah.
You're having an absolutely terrific season. You also teamed up with Identity Thief for a big win at Aintree, and he should go well again tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I rode him in Aintree, kind of really ridden him to get the trip and took my time away, and he's got it really well. So I could be a little bit more positive tomorrow if I feel like it, but I look at him content enough, and he's a very good horse. So, you know, over 3 miles, he you know, it's very hard to see where he'd stop. You know.
Very good. Well, best of luck to both of you in the big one.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Yes, and that is the betting ring. It'll be a hive of activity. People are on the other side of the stand looking at the horses on parade at the moment. But wonderful facilities here at Peerless Punchestown, of course. And we race here all the way until Saturday, which is Family Day. And we're live also from the track here on Saturday afternoon. The big one, the Coral Punchestown Gold Cup for that magnificent cup is next here at Punchestown. Here are the runners and riders. Sizing John was your brilliant winner last year, of course, against Jackadam. That was a wonderful finish as the horses thunder to the finish line in this €275,000 prize money. Alpha Des Obeaux is an absentee. 2 is Arctic Skipper for Waterford trainer Vinnie Halley. The jockey is Andrew Lynch, who of course won this race 9 years ago on Not Repair for Jim Draper. 3 is Bellshill, very strong in the market, bred by Frank Motherway. The mounted David Mullins ran a wonderful race in the Irish Grand National. Number 3 Bellshill. 4 Jackadam, Patrick Mullins will ride. 5 Ed Wolf, the Gold Cup winner. Derek O'Connor, the Irish Gold Cup winner I should say. Tongue strap, Derek O'Connor for Joseph. 6 Kilolta-Vic, Paul Town bidding for a treble on the evening. 7 Outlander, the CP means cheek pieces, and the jockey is Jack Kennedy. 8 is Road to Respect, Tom will fill us in. Easy enough to back, Tom will tell us more. Sean Flanagan riding. 9 Sandy Mount Duke is a cheek piece that runs in the colours of Ronnie Wood. Jessica Harrington trains. 10 Sizing Granite, tongue strap, Robbie Power. 11 Sub-Lieutenant is Davy Russell, also tongue strap. 12 Sumus Novius, Jonathan Burke riding for his dad Liam. And 13 Total Recall will have the assistance of Noel Feely. And the Coral Punchestown Gold Cup, Road to Respect still favourite, but there's opposition.
Oh, we're in for some treat here. Willie Mullins already a 15-2 double here at Punchestown today. He's got the second favourite, the third favourite, the fourth favourite and the fifth favourite. He doesn't have the market leader. That's Road to Respect, a winner obviously of the handicap at the Cheltenham Festival 2017, fourth in this year's Cheltenham Gold Cup, twice a Grade 1 winner, and the top rated horse who loves it here at Punchestown. However, massing up behind him, the WP Mullins Challenge. Very strong support here on track and on the exchanges for Bellshill, who was fourth past the post in the Irish Grand National, subsequently demoted to fifth, but he's only run twice this season. Shouldn't be a problem that he had that gruelling race the last day. Kilolta-Vic, full of promise. Jackadam hit the crossbar in this race, not for the first time 12 months ago. If you're looking at the exchanges and saying, where are those little grains, nuggets of information, horses at bigger prices, 40-1 last night, 20-1 now. Number 10, Sizing Granite. Could he be the next Sizing John as he steps up markedly in distance today? And the other one, and I didn't see this coming at all, number 11, the mount of Davy Russell, no less, Sub-Lieutenant, 18-1 from much bigger prices, 28, 33-1. Those two, the market movers, at 10 and 11. Sizing Granite, Sub-Lieutenant.
I'm sure there will be more changes here in this betting ring at Punchestown. Tracy.
Thanks very much, Brian. Yes, I've just caught up with Joseph O'Brien, of course, who's got wonder horse Ed Wolf, of course, when he had that awful episode which nearly killed him, but he came back and, of course, won the Irish Gold Cup at Leopardstown, but didn't really perform so well in the Gold Cup at Cheltenham. How's he been since, Joseph?
Yeah, no, he's been very well since, Tracy. The conditions they went very slow early, I thought, in Cheltenham, and we were a long way back, and listen, it just didn't happen for him on the day, I suppose. But he came out of the race very well, and we'll do our best here.
I mean, the ground was really not ideal by any stretch of the imagination at Cheltenham, was it?
No, it was quite soft, but listen, it was what it was in the day, and it wasn't to be our day, but he came out of the race very well, and we're here with a good shout, and hopefully he runs well.
I'd forgotten how impressive he is, just looking at him there. He's a beautiful looking horse, and he's got this thing behind that I'd never heard of before. Tell me again.
Yeah, he does. He has a string halt behind, so basically a nerve catches in one of his hind legs, and one of them lifts higher than the other as he's walking. So a lot of horses have it. Some good horses have had it, and some bad horses have had it. But it doesn't affect him once.
It doesn't hinder his jumping.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't affect him once they come out of a walk. Really, you wouldn't notice him anything different when he trots. So it's just something that some horses develop with age, and it doesn't affect them.
Fascinating. Well, listen, the very best of luck. It's going to be a fantastic race, and let's hope we'll be talking to you again.
Thanks, Tracy.
Thanks, Joseph. Thank you.
Oh, what a man. We've said he is remarkable, Joseph, and Ed Wolf, very, very good at Leopardstown. Interesting, that string halt as well, isn't it? Bellshill, Ruby, maybe heads up the Mullins Challenge.
I think he does. He travelled and jumped super in the Irish National all the way. He looked the winner all the way till about 4 strikes in the last fence, and for whatever reason he got bone idle and half went to refuse. I don't know why, but look, he's a high class horse. He'd plenty of weight in this Irish National. Look, if he tripped over here he'd have said he won, but obviously he doesn't in the end. I think he could be, he's the least raced of ours coming in here this year, and looks to be in the best form. So for me, if I was riding, I'd probably a plum for him. I hope he doesn't do that, or he won't be winning, but I don't know why he did that, but it wouldn't be like.
He's a quality act, there's no doubt about it, and he's a big player. What about Road to Respect, Ted? He's a big player too.
Yeah, he travels really well. A bit of dryness last night is going to help him a bit. He likes a bit of good ground. He travels really well. I think he's a huge chance, this horse.
This is him at Christmas.
Yeah, he was very good here. He quickened up really well. Much the same horses he's beaten here again, with the exception of Bellshill, but they're all there again. But he quickened up well and won well. And he was a good novice last year. He was probably a fortunate winner of the
Ryanair Gold Cup. He beat York Hill, but he had Outlander in third there, and Outlander had beaten him in the J and Wine Chase in the north. There's not a whole lot between them. Outlander disappointed in Cheltenham, which he has done in the past, but this fella has he definitely deserves to be favoured.
Total Recall is interesting, I think. I mean, he didn't run he hated Aintree, I think, probably, but by God, he was good in the Hennessy, wasn't he? And won a Munster National as well. Here they are in the paddock now, and the first we get a look at is Road to Respect, I should say. Yeah,
we just spoke to him. He's by Gamut, who stands up in Galway there with the Hogans. He's a sire that has a few runners, but the ones he has are pretty good horses, and this fella's a cracker.
Next 3 is Bellshill, who we just saw in the Irish Grand National. He's come out of the race really well. He seems to be working well. He won that Novice Hurl Next Destination. He won that here a couple of years ago. He gets 3 miles. He loved a bit of drier ground as well.
6 is Killalta Vic, Ruby.
Yeah, look, he didn't jump or travel well in the Cheltenham Gold Cup. He looked like he was coming to win the Irish Gold Cup in Leopardstown when he fell at the last. He's a really lightly raced horse, but he'll have to jump better than he did in Cheltenham to get involved here.
He's an 11-2 chance, and the man in form, Paul Tannend, rides him. Number 4 is Jack Adam.
We've ridden him a lot of times.
Yeah, Jack Adam ran a really solid race in the Cheltenham Gold Cup, and he's not that far behind Road to Respect, and he has a wonderful record around Punchestown. He was touched off a nose here last year by Size and John. I think he's a fair price at 7-1. There's nothing between him and Road to Respect. Very little.
He's won John Dorkin here, is he?
Yeah, he did.
What about Total Recall?
Sure, look, he was travelling well in the Cheltenham Gold Cup, and he tipped up at the 3rd last. He should have fallen at the 1st, the 3rd, the 9th and the 11th at Aintree last week. He somehow managed to stay standing upright. He did go a long way, and coming out of Aintree can often be hard. Horses can often take a run after jumping those green fences.
Now we have
5 was Ed Wolf. He ran well. We saw that race, the Road to Respect, won at Christmas, and then he came back and got a great ride off of Derek O'Connor to win the Hennessy at Leopardstown, or whatever it's called now, the Ladbroke or whatever it is, but he won it well. I think he'd have to come back to that, maybe better to win this.
Boyle Sport.
Runners just arriving at the start of the Coral Gold Cup, and right beside me is the favourite, Road to Respect, and Sean Flanagan. Sean, he looks to come down lovely. Yeah, he wears the hood there, but he looks nice and relaxed anyway, and not a beat of sweat. Yeah, so Sean says he wants to keep him under wraps early, keep him settled, Yes, Sean just said he wanted to keep him under wraps, keep him calm early, and that's why he wears the hood. But the horse did come down nice and relaxed. A few of the others did, however, come down keen. The likes of Sandy Mount Duke and Bellshill were a bit keen coming down. A few others, you can just see Total Recall in front of us now having a look. He's another one that wears earplugs to keep him quiet. No Feely giving him a pat in the neck. Kilolta Vic beside him, as Ruby mentioned, has plenty talent, but the jumping has leave him down on a few occasions, and I think he's only had 4 runs over fences, so might lack a bit of experience as well. We're very close to off time. The horses are starting to take a bit of formation, and it looks as though Patrick Mullins on the well-fancied Jack Adam looks like he's going to possibly make the run-in. Davy Russell lining up beside him on Sub-Lieutenant.
Oh, this is going to be a race to save with this Coral Punchestown Gold Cup. No Alpha de Zobo, 12 runners, 4-1 each of 2 now. Bellshill and Road to Respect. The late monies for Jackadam, 7-1, 13-2, now 6-1, now 11-2. Jackadam, solid each way support. And you can see he's at the head of affairs at Patrick Mullins. Tony O'Hare, it's all yours. They're about to start.
Yes, walking in, 17 fences ahead of them in the Coral Punchestown Gold Cup. First prize of €162,250. Nearest to us is Sumus Novius. And number 6 in the stripes is Kilolta Vic, and away they go. Off and running in the big race of the day. And Jackadam on the left is up there with Sandy Mount Duke. Red cap, and they're followed by Sub-Lieutenant, and then comes Outlander, all safely over the first. Ed Wolf, the back marker in the early stages as they run towards the second, and Jackadam towards the left is the leader, being followed by Sub-Lieutenant, and behind Sub-Lieutenant is Sandy Mount Duke, and they're followed by Outlander, Sumus Novius on the extreme right, as they continue now towards the turn that will take them off the back straight and on towards fence number 3 with Jackadam in the lead, followed in second, the yellow cap of Sub-Lieutenant. Sandy Mount Duke is third under Barry Geraghty. Then comes Outlander with the white cap. On the inside of Outlander is Bellshill, and they're followed towards the next fence by Road to Respect as they come up now towards this next plain fence, and Jackadam with in second place Sub-Lieutenant. Sandy Mount Duke is over in third. They're followed by Outlander. On the inside of Outlander is Bellshill. They're followed back in the field by Arctic Skipper. Sumus Novius is towards the outside, and then Total Recall further back to Sizing Granite, Kilolta Vic and Ed Wolf. So they clear that fence now and run on towards the turn into the straight for the first time. Jackadam, runner-up in this race last year, the year before and the previous year, leading by over 3 lengths to Sub-Lieutenant in second. In third place is Sandy Mount Duke, and then comes Bellshill. Outlander is in 5th place, followed by Arctic Skipper, and then comes Road to Respect, Sumus Novius and Total Recall, and then Sizing Granite, Kilolta Vic and Ed Wolf. At the first of the 2 in the straight, Jackadam, the leader. Slight mistake by Bellshill as they come down to the fence before the stands. And Jackadam, the leader, from Sub-Lieutenant in the yellow cap. Left of the picture is Sandy Mount Duke, and then Bellshill in 4th. As they clear that, Jackadam, the leader, followed in 2nd place by Sub-Lieutenant, and then comes Sandy Mount Duke. In 4th place is Bellshill, and they're followed past the stands by Outlander, then Road to Respect, Arctic Skipper on the inside, then a gap of over 3 lengths to Ed Wolf and Sumus Novius, Total Recall, then Kilolta Vic, and back of the tail of the field is Sizing Granite as they climb towards the fence past the stands. Jackadam and Patrick Mullins in the lead, followed in 2nd place by Sub-Lieutenant and Davy Russell, then Sandy Mount Duke on the left, followed in 4th by Bellshill, and then Outlander. Road to Respect comes behind them, and then Arctic Skipper, then Total Recall, Sumus Novius and Ed Wolf, and then Kilolta Vic, and finally Sizing Granite as they turn at the top of the course and head towards the next fence, which will be 10 from home. And it's Jackadam who leads from Sub-Lieutenant, then Sandy Mount Duke on the inside. Bellshill tracks them in 4th place, then Outlander, and then Arctic Skipper as they begin the descent now towards the far side of the track. 9 more fences to jump, and Jackadam in front from Sandy Mount Duke in 2nd. Then Bellshill on the outside of Sub-Lieutenant. Just behind these is Outlander. Then Road to Respect, Arctic Skipper. Then Ed Wolf, Sumas Novius, Total Recall, Kilultavic, and finally Sizing Granite as they come to this next fence. And Jackadam from Sandy Mount Duke close in second. In third place is Bellshill. On the inside of Bellshill is Sub-Lieutenant. Stake back in the field by Sizing Granite as they go on towards the next, which is 8 from the finish. Jackadam continues to lead them. Sandy Mount Duke is second, then Bellshill, then Sub-Lieutenant. Then comes Road to Respect, then Outlander, then Arctic Skipper, then Ed Wolf, and then Sumas Novius, followed by Sizing Granite, Total Recall, and finally Kilultavic as they go down the far side. 7 more fences to be jumped in the Coral Punchestown Gold Cup. Jackadam has led from the start and continues to do so, followed in second place by Sandy Mount Duke. And just behind these, Sub-Lieutenant is on the inside as they rise to the first in the back straight. Jackadam from Sandy Mount Duke, Bellshill just behind them. Outlander, then Sub-Lieutenant on the inside. They're followed by Road to Respect, then Ed Wolf and Arctic Skipper, followed by Sizing Granite, Total Recall as they jump the next one. Jackadam over from Sandy Mount Duke in second. They're all safely over it. And going now to the final fence in the back straight. And it's Jackadam out in front from Sandy Mount Duke. Bellshill is in third. And in fourth place is Sub-Lieutenant. Jackadam over from Sandy Mount Duke. Then the yellow cap on the left, Sub-Lieutenant. In behind these is Bellshill as they leave the back straight behind them and head towards 4 from home. Jackadam leads a tightly bunched field. Sandy Mount Duke shows second. On the inside, Sub-Lieutenant. Bellshill just behind them. Road to Respect on the heels of the leaders. Then Outlander. Sizing Granite is next with Ed Wolf and Arctic Skipper as they come down towards 4 out. And Jackadam still the one to catch, leads Sandy Mount Duke. Bellshill closes on the outside. Behind these is Sub-Lieutenant. Then Road to Respect and then Outlander. Beginning to improve. Sizing Granite as Jackadam leads. Mistake by Sandy Mount Duke as they come away from it now. Jackadam, Sub-Lieutenant, Bellshill. Then Sizing Granite improving as they come down now towards the third last fence in the Punchestown Gold Cup, and it's Jackadam with Sub-Lieutenant on the inside. Then comes Bellshill and then Road to Respect, and behind these is Sizing Granite as they race towards the home turn. Jackadam, Sub-Lieutenant on the inside. Then comes Bellshill, Road to Respect on the outside in fourth. A gap then to Sizing Granite, and behind these is Kilultavic as they come down towards the second last. Jackadam from Sub-Lieutenant, Bellshill between them. Right of the picture is Road to Respect, then Sizing Granite and Kilultavic at the second last now. Jackadam and Bellshill, these two. Mistake by Sizing Granite as they race towards the final fence. Jackadam and Bellshill, the stable companions from Road to Respect, and then Kilultavic as they come to the last in the Coral Gold Cup. It's Bellshill over on the far side from Jackadam, and they're clear as they race into the closing stages. It's Bellshill over on the far side. Bellshill from Jackadam is the 1-2 for Willie Mullins as they go to the line. Bellshill wins the Coral Punchestown Gold Cup. Jackadam another huge run in this race, second. Tied for third between Road to Respect and Sub-Lieutenant. Kilultavic is fifth, and they're followed by Sizing Granite, Ed Wolf, clear of Outlander, Arctic Skipper, Sandy Mount Duke, and Total Recall is last. Sumas Novius was pulled up. So a big one for Willie Mullins as he eats into Gordon Elliott's lead in the title race. Bellshill, ridden by David Mullins, has won in the colours of Andrea and Graham Wiley.
Oh, big race, big finish as well, and one for the Mullins camp to celebrate. Bellshill it is who wins.
Yeah, what a great finish. 2 first cousins, Patrick on Jackadam, David on Bellshill. 2 of them fighting out to finish. 2 of Willie's major owners, Graham Wiley and Rich Ritchie. The Jackadam second again for the 4th time. Bellshill getting compensation for the Irish national. What a race, Ruby.
Yeah, and it's great for Andrea and Graham Wiley. They've had a pretty average year, and they never give out.
Andy?
Yeah, do you want to come first? Well done, David. You've had some big wins in your career, but this must be right up.
Brilliant. Get one this week means a lot, you know. And just the day that he's had so far has been brilliant. This out horse, he does everything so perfect. It's just a shame when he comes down to the last, he gets a bit idle. I thought I'd have won the Irish national on him, but listen, that was racing as well, and finally we just got one back on him. Yeah,
he's make good amends for today. You mentioned riding one for Willie this week. There must be a great team effort going in behind this, and everyone delighted to get a few quid on the board.
Exactly, you know, Dormo and Aisling look after this lad, and Aisling told me it didn't knock a thing out of him, so the Irish National didn't, and he was bouncing at home, and you know, just a little bit behind the bridle. First proper grade 1 horses, made a few little silly mistakes, but he's got a lot of ability and he gets himself out of them.
I know you're good friends with your cousin Paddy, but it must be nice to get one over on him as well.
Yeah, I'd say the winning distance is probably I thought I had him well bet down to the last, but he did prick the 2 ears again, he idled. You know, but it's great that he got over the line today.
Well done, Paul. And next, Willie is with Tracy.
Yes, he certainly is. We're just looking at the rerun there, and Willie, many congratulations. What a fantastic day, and he was so good, wasn't he?
Yes, well, I think Bellshill deserved that. I mean, he
really did.
I thought there were stewards very hard on him in Fairyhouse after what he did, and you know, he's run some fantastic races all year, so this will put the icing on the cake.
He's been a great servant,
and it just hasn't been a great year for Graham Wiley with these horses this year, so well deserved from his point of view as well.
Hopefully we'll be talking to Graham in a minute, but it's absolutely great. And then, of course, he loses nothing to defeat Jackadam, Mr. Second.
No, Jackadam ran a cracker. Patrick got a great tune out of him. He likes this place. You know, I know he hasn't won for a while, but I thought for a minute there today he might do it. But, you know, he ran a real cracker.
He certainly did. They're going to get great receptions, and so are you, Willie. Well done.
Thanks very much.
Delighted. Well done.
Oh, just 112,000 between the two Titans now. And what about Jackadam, who finishes second? He finishes second in the race for the 4th successive time. Yeah, that is remarkable. Runner-up in 2 Cheltenham Gold Cups, runner-up in 4 Punchestown Gold Cups. But our winner, he's none the worse for his exertions at Fairyhouse. He's won this in terrific style. Had to battle all the way, David and Paddy battling it out, and it's a 1-2-5 for Willie Mullins. Road to Respect ran really respectably to finish third, and Sub-Lieutenant kept section again. Bellshill, winner of the big one, and well done to Frank Motherway as well, who bred this fella. He has had lots of good horses through his hands, and this is another, the son of King's Theatre. I'll ever be my native mare.
Graham Wiley down there in the winners enclosure as well, beside the Jackie.
Confirmation then of the 2018 Coral-sponsored Punchestown Gold Cup.
Yes, it goes to number 3, Bellshill. In the hands of David Mullins, a 2-length winner at a price of 4-1. Very well supported. Beats Jackadam, who's second in the race for the 4th consecutive year, 15, 16, 17 and 18 at 5-1 from 7-1. And third was your morning line favourite and just about favourite the off, Road to Respect at 7-2. Bellshill, of course, the son of King's Theatre, out of Fairy native, bred by Frank Motherway and fans down near Killa in East Cork. I see Frank in the winner's enclosure. He's sold the Walk in the Park Colt Foal last year for 70,000 to Talasol. There's already a wonderful Flemonsford colt on the ground, and the dam is back in fold to Bobby McCarthy's great stallion Flemonsford. So well done to Frank Motherway, great breeders, and they're responsible for breeding Bellshill, the Coral Punchestown Gold Cup winner. He gets a code of 20-1 for next year's Timiko Gold Cup. Bellshill, your 4-1 winner of this year's Punchestown Gold Cup.
It's a lovely day, and chilly enough, but the sun shines, and the winners keep coming for the Mullins clan, and wonderful racing. Lovely for everybody in the enclosures, out of the enclosures. It's
there's a very proud granny stepping in for the picture.
Isn't that nice?
An aunt. Mrs. Mullins gets great enjoyment out of all of her grandsons, Danny, David and Patrick, and she's and Emma training a few as well, so she's a tremendous lady. And as Willie alluded to there, I mean, Graham and Andrea Wiley haven't had a wonderful season with the horses. They've been hitting the crossbar and been unlucky a lot of times, so they were due a big one.
Oh, we can hear from Graham Wiley now. He is with Tracy.
Yes, a delighted owner, Graham. Many, many congratulations. He has been a super servant to you. Lovely horse.
He has, and he deserved that because he ran so well in the Irish Grand National and just made one mistake coming to the last. But today he jumped superbly and idled a bit in front over the last, but he deserved it, and I'm delighted. And I had a change of luck at last, which is good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's very game, such a courageous horse, and David Mullins was super on it, wasn't he?
He gave him a great ride, and I'm pleased for David because he gets on really well with the horse. That's why I kept him on board, and jumped great, nice and steady, and quicker than we needed to, and thankfully won, and that was great news.
Great, and Willie, the job that he's done on him to keep him sweet, and the enthusiasm he showed, and it's not always easy to keep that in a horse.
It is, and if you watch every race he's raced in, he's never made any mistakes bar one, and that was at the end of the Irish Grand National. So, as I say, he deserved that today, and I'm delighted for the horse, I'm delighted for Willie, I'm delighted for David.
And we're delighted for you, Graham. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much indeed.
Deserving owner, lovely man, Graham Wiley. His Bellshill is that away from the winner's enclosure now, job done, and a nice summer's grass, no doubt ahead of him. But David Mullins is all smiles. What about some of the beaten jockeys? We can hear from them.
Jack Kennedy, rider of Outlander.
I jumped and travelled away, and they got away from me then, going up across the bottom.
Paul Townend, rider of Kilolta-Vic.
Yeah, I think his jumping just let him down again. He's an engine, but...
Barry Garrity, rider of Sandy Mount Duke.
Great spin.
Sean Flanagan, rider of Road to Respect.
I just couldn't get into rhythm. I jumped too much left all the way.
Noel Feely, the rider of Total Recall.
Struggled a long way out. Beat early, so...
Derek O'Connor, the rider of Ed Wolf.
No excuses. We had a great run. Jumped very well. Just got beat fair and square.
Johnny Burke, the rider of Sumas Novius.
I just struggled to step up and grade.
And Robert Power, the rider of Size and Granite.
Yeah, he's run a cracker. He travelled into the race real well and made a bad mistake second last. Might have been third under than that.
Davy Russell, rider of Sub-Lieutenant.
Yeah, very enjoyable. I think he ran his race.
And Patrick Mullins, the rider of Jackadam.
Jumped a little left, hung a little left, but other than that, ran his heart out.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's always disappointing when you're beaten. Davy Russell actually finished fourth on Sub-Lieutenant. He's going to come and join us in the studio shortly. He's got lots to talk about. He was the fortuitous winner, obviously, yesterday, but he won that Grand National, that wonderful, wonderful Grand National on Tiger Row. Ted, that was a good race, that Punchestown Gold Cup.
Yeah, it usually is. It was a great race to watch. Great, fine, big horses. Leapt like a stag. Jackadam went a real good gallop. No hard luck stories. Best horse won on the day. He was probably a little bit unlucky not to win an Irish National. I'd say if David had it all over again, he'd have got led down there, because you even saw when he got in front of Jackadam there, he pricked his old ears and sort of pulled up a bit. I think that's what he done at the last in the Irish National as well. But it was a great race to watch.
Well done, Bellshill, Willie, and all connections.